All right, today I am going to be installing the Aero splash guards, both front and rear, on my 2024 Subaru WRX. Looks like it's going to be a pretty easy, straightforward installation. Finding instructions was very hard, but let's go out and get started on it. Not only do I have a gravel driveway, but I live on a dirt road. So I really needed something to help prevent rocks from flying up. And I don't like the looks of the mud flaps on the WRX because they're not molded in. They're just flat mud flaps. Look like something you bought at Walmart. So I decided to go with these instead. So let's get them on. All right, first thing we're going to do is take a screwdriver and get these little clips out. You just got to turn it. Just use your thumb to hold the back part in place while you twist out the center part. I think you reuse two of these and you don't reuse one, but you know, I never want to damage any of them until I know what I'm using and what I'm not. And there's one on the underside here somewhere that I'll also have to get out. I gotta find it. There it is. Although I'm gonna need a shorter screwdriver. All right, now once we got this all disconnected, we can pop this out of here. Okay, once you get this pulled away, you're exposing this little section right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we will be attaching something right there. Let's wipe it off real good, front and back. And then you put this protective film that they gave you. It's a little piece of plastic here. It supposedly goes right over this, like that. And then you take your little speed clamp here, which I hope you can see that, and you slide that over it. It's called a speed hole or something. I don't know. All right, once you have that part in place, you just put everything back here. It should just snap back in, and you should see the little hole lined up right there. All right, now we're going to remove on the back sides of this. We're going to take just enough of the tape started to where we can peel it off once we've got this sat where we want it. It's always the hardest part. I've always found that this sticky stuff wants to stick to nothing in the world more than the tape that it's backed with. That's the thing it seems to be the most attracted to. All right, and now make sure you got your little tabs pushed up to where you can actually get to them, or down in some cases. And then let's put this securely into place to where it looks like it's going to work. All right, we got a screw and a washer here. That goes in the front where we just put that little clip. That is on there very securely. And it all looks like it's lining up right. So I'm going to pull my tape. And press it in place. And oh, by the way, I cleaned the running boards in that spot before I stuck this down, just in case anybody is wondering. I don't think I filmed it because you want it to stick good. And now we just put the other clips back in. And a little tip here, always make sure that this is out when you try to put it back in. I've seen people struggle, and by people I mean me, to put those back in while they're actually in the locked position. Now let's put the one back up underneath, which I'm having to feel for because I am too old to bend over and find it. I'll go ahead and sit down. I would make a terrible lot lizard because my days of bending over easily are done. Where the hell's that little hole? I think I got it. Just get it up in there. Story of my life. I think I'm hitting the hole. Not going up in there. I think I'm supposed to use this one for the bottom. So all that work, putting the wrong one in. And that one is installed. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and maybe it'll stop raining, and we'll do the back side next. All right, now I'm going to do the rear, and the biggest difference between the rear and the front is you can't move the tire out of the way, but it's just a little popped one. And then there's one down below. Let's find it. All right, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, spoke too soon. It ain't coming out. I guess it's not being reused, so I don't got to worry about breaking it. Just got to get it out of there. It's being stubborn. There. It's a big one. Okay, now I take this little clip. I just push that back a little bit. Slide this. Into this right here. All right, once you get that in there, it don't look right, but it is. Let's wipe everything down. We're going to be sticking stuff on here in a minute. I've got an alcohol pad I'll wipe it down with. All right, let's get the tape started again. This is a lot easier if you have tweezers, but I didn't bring them out, and I'd have to go back inside to get them, and I am too lazy for that. So I'll just pick at it and cuss for a little while. So I tell you, it comes off the plastic before it comes off the backing. All right, this goes on right there. All right, the first thing I'm supposed to do is replace the underside little pin. That went right in. And then we start the little screw here. That is on there. Off the rest of the tape. All right, that's the rear install. I almost forgot one part. You got to put this little clip up under here. There's a spot right there for it to clip on. And it goes with the little opening down, I'm pretty sure. Right like that. It should just clip it right into place, and it did. Now it's installed, and we'll move on to the other side. Wonder how many people install it without that. All right, they're on there, and they look like they've always been there, and that's like the best you can hope for. And of course, the sun's coming out now that I'm done installing them, but the fronts are on, the rears are on here. They're on all the way around. Like I said, they look nice. They look like they belong there. Look like they've always been there. And the installation was very easy. The hardest part was filming it, but I hope somebody out there actually might get something from this video.